Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordumt and we're back to some more Baldur's Gate 1. So, if you guys saw the ending of the last episode, TX and Edwin have woken up from their nap because Silky put them to sleep, and now I'm gonna try and do something I meant to do in the previous episodes, but we got sidetracked by Garrick and Silky, so I'll have to do it now. Which is to say, I'm gonna try and find a way to identify our items a little bit cheaper. If I don't lose myself, I think. So I wanna go over over here. Okay, well actually I'm I'm already gonna get sidetracked because there's actually this area of the basilisk of Mutamin's garden. This is called Mutamin's garden. Mutamin is the crazy gnome that we fought when we were here all those episodes ago. But there's actually a band of mercenaries around here which I want to deal with. I think there's somewhere somewhere over here. It's not the bear. Okay, the bear is going for Kagan, which is a good thing. Oh man, not the best of times. But yeah, so these are the mercenaries. Kyrian, hey Lindrin, look over there. We've run across some travelers. Hey there, my name's Kyrian. Me and my buds are an adventuring band. You look to be the same, except a little worse for wear. Still learning the ropes of the business, eh? What are you talking about, little girl? We've much more experience than the ragtag bang of yours you call an adventuring party. Watch your mouth lest I smash it. God damn, that's aggressive. And we're gonna go with this one. Watch your mouth lest I smash it. That sounds like a challenge. Hey Baron, Peter, Lyndon. Okay, so there's 4 of them. I think these little pipsqueaks think they can take us. Boy, oh boy, you just moved into the big time. We're not some small town hick adventurers. We're Waterdavian, born and bred. Maybe you want to rethink your earlier statements? I think you psychopaths need a good lesson, and we'll be the ones to administer it to you. Oh, and what kind of lesson is that going to be? Are you going to peddle my rump with the big bad sword? Hey guys, let's take these chimps out. Woo! Okay, so they're already coming for us. Okay, so strategy for when dealing with potentially tough opponents. You web them. So we're gonna cast 1 web from myself. We're gonna cast 1 web from Edwin. Vaconia. They may have mages, so I'm gonna cast Resist Fear on my party. And TX is gonna chant. Okay. Shartil, you're just gonna shoot. Kagan, you're gonna move a little bit back because of the webs. Ooh, who are they shooting, man? I think they're shooting Kagan, so it's fine. Okay, 1 web, 2 webs. Now, this little bitch, who's he gonna target? I do not know. All I know is that I'm gonna move back with Palpatine and Edwin. I don't want them to get shot. Oh, okay, so a very nice start. Baerin is held, Kyrian is held, Lyndon is held. Oh, never mind, this is the same one. So they may still have 1 person loose. Okay, let's try to check for pre-buffs. So Baerin has applied Oil of Speed, so he's gonna attack and move twice as fast. But we have no other information about the rest. Okay. Yeah, Baerin saved versus spell, but he didn't save the first time. Okay, so since there are 2 webs, it's twice as hard for them to resist getting webbed. Okay, so all of my ranged party, we are gonna focus on those enemies instead of the bear, because they are more important. And Kagan can just tank. Because Kagan is under the chant effect, same as the rest of my party. And the bear is also under the chant effect. So we have better defenses and better chances to hit, while the bear has lower defenses and lower chance to hit. So he's gonna be easy to tank. Okay, we have one down. We're gonna move with the rest of our people. And try to find the rest of the guys. Okay, so he's dead. We have... Oh, they're summoning skeletons. Okay, let's shoot her. She's... Ooh, no, never mind, she's immune. No! What is she casting? Okay, now we can actually see the pre-buffs. So Kyrian has mirror image. She has shield and she has protection from normal missiles. So, we're not gonna be able to shoot her with our arrows and bullets. She is held though, and she's casting sleep on Shartil. Oh, this is gonna be tough. This sleep is gonna land, I'm pretty sure, and... Oh, God. Okay, so let's send Shartil over there. We're gonna send the rest of our people over there to see if we can split up a bit. I think we may be successful on this. No, we're not. Please don't fall asleep. We fell asleep. Okay, so the skeleton is held. But he's just on the edge. So let's see. Kyrian has been held, but she is immune to normal missiles. So... God, she's also immune to magic missile. This could be problematic. I'm gonna try and cast hold on her as well. Actually, first I'm gonna doom. So we're gonna doom her. We're gonna try and kill the skeleton that's held. Edwin, you are gonna cast another web because I do not want this bitch to move. Let's cast a web over here, I guess. And Palpatine is sleeping. Okay, so TX can just... I want to doom, right? That's right. So... let's see what we can do with this here. No, 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 don't move forward. Okay. So, let's see what we can do here. Kagan is gonna go over here. Okay, she's doomed. Now, we're gonna go back to ranged weapons, and oh my lord, they're already free again? No, he's held, he's held. Okay, so let's shoot this guy, because we cannot shoot this one. But since she's now doomed, I'm gonna try and hold. Extra protection. What am I gonna do? Okay, we are still resisting fear.
What is it now?
Edwin is gonna do nothing just now. So everybody shoot the guy we can hit. Can you hold her? She's held. Okay, good. So we have a lot of protections now against her. But there's one guy missing. And this is kind of stressing me out. Why am I not seeing someone here? He's probably invisible. So we have Peter, who is dead. We have Kyrian, who has been held. Lyndon. Okay, where is Lyndon? Did we kill Lyndon? No, we didn't kill Lyndon. We killed someone else, right? Who did we kill? Baeloth. Okay, so we're missing one guy. If that guy is invisible... he can backstab our people, and that would be very, very unfortunate. Ah, no, he's over there. Okay, so no need to fear it. Let's just shoot him. He's been held by the web. So this is why web is, in my opinion, the strongest spell in Baldur's Gate 1, or at least one of the strongest spells. Yeah, you see? Okay, so she lost her mirror images, but she still has protection from normal missiles.
I don't want to talk.
She is also held by Vaconia, so I might as well try and actually beat her with my 2 fighters.
Again, you disturb me.
While also nuking her with with a magic arrow. And this is why I also want Chromatic Orbs, because while she has shield, I cannot hit her with my main damaging spells, which is kind of annoying. So hopefully these two will not get held. Shartil is held, but Kagan is a dwarf, so Kagan has better chances of not being held. You guys can just stop.
Darkness prevail.
Okay, good. So, Kagan took care of her. I'm just taking a nap, but everyone has been defeated.
If it bleeds,
Wonderful.
I can kill it.
Okay, so yeah, you can also see why sleep is such a helpful spell, and at the same time why it's such a dangerous spell. Because we are currently still low level. Right, so Palpatine is level 4. And what sleep says... I'm actually gonna try and see if I don't mess this up. Sleep says... monsters with 5 hit dice or more are unaffected. Now, if I'm interpreting this correctly, I think this means if you are over... if you are 5th level or higher. And since our party is all level 4, I believe... yeah, we are all susceptible to the sleep spell. And you can see, man, one person sleeping, it's one person out of the fight. It's a free kill if they manage to focus him. It would not be pleasant. So now, what do they actually drop? They drop very useful ammunition. Because as you just saw, I had this mage held by both webs and a hold person from Vaconia, and I still couldn't kill her. Because she had protection from normal missiles up. And what these are is simply arrows +1. Can anyone actually identify it? Does anyone have enough lore value for this? No, they don't. Okay. But these are arrows +1. So they will be able to go through that protection. We have some nice potions. We have a plate mail. We have a sword. Long sword. Ooh, 2 long swords +1, I think. Can I still put this here? So let's see. We also have a potion of invisibility. Very useful. We have a potion of absorption, which is going to give us +10 to our armor class versus crushing attacks, and electric resistance of 100%, so immunity. This potion, as would be expected, will absorb external attacks once it has been consumed. All crushing attacks made against the Imbiber are cushioned so that only the strongest get through. Also, there's the immunity to lightning for 2 hours, so also a very nice effect. We have an oil of fiery burning. What it does is, once exposed to air, this oil will immediately burst into flame, inflicting 5d6 points of damage, save versus breath for half, to all within the immediate area around the potion. It can be hurled up to 40 feet, at which point it hits the ground and immediately explodes into a ball of fire. So it's kind of a little bit weaker fireball, but not by much, because a fireball can go at most to 6d6, and that's... the number of dice you cast depends on the level of the caster. So at this point, with the 4th level sorcerer or mage, this oil of fiery burning would actually deal more damage than a fireball. It would only get outscaled by a level 6 caster. And we also have a potion of explosions. This potion is a vial of pain, as it will explode into a burning ball of fire upon impact. Keep it in a safe place lest you meet an untimely end. So, same thing as the other one, except this one does 6d6 points of damage instead of 5d6. So all of these potions are very welcomed. They are very useful. All in their own special way. And what else have we got? We've got a Morning Star +1. We have some armor. And I can also pick up
You are so irritating.
some scrolls, some armbands, and this stuff.
As directed for now.
Okay. So
If it bleeds,
these guys had some really nice equipment. So it was very much worth the fight.
What is it now?
I cannot identify this. No. We also have some bracers. Didn't I actually pick up some I did. So these lower the armor class, correct. I think these are similar. I think these lower the armor class of the person wearing them.
Go pester someone else.
Yeah, and now we need to wait for Mr. Palpatine. Oh! Okay, thank you. For Mr. Palpatine to wake up. Okay, so do I have anything for Mr. Palpatine? I don't think that I do. Okay, so everything appears to be fine. And we are going to further explore
Order 66.
this area here of Mutamin's Garden. Actually, just let me check something here really quick. Sorry about the wait. Now, what else can we find here? I think it's pretty much just this adventuring party. Man, and I do hope I do not find like a forgotten basilisk somewhere around here. Otherwise, I'm gonna get killed.
The actual smitey.
Because I don't think I actually have any... No, Kagan, I want this in melee.
Execute.
I saw an
Order
X
66.
flying by. Okay. Thankfully, we had more than one. So this is done. What else can we find here? Oh, Viconi leveled up.
Baldur?
Okay, give me a second. Oh, nice. Okay. So we actually gained access to level 3 spells with this level up. And we also gained 8 additional hit points. The lore has been increased by 1, but I don't think this is very relevant. So let's see what we have access to. So for level 2, I'm gonna take a silence as well. And for level 3, I can only take 1 spell, which is kind of annoying. This, by the way, is one of the best spells you can take on a cleric. It's a very nice nuke. It's an offensive damaging spell in an area, so kind of like a fireball. The thing is, it's tied to your alignment. So what this means is, this spell calls upon energy from the positive energy plane in order to open a channel between it and the targets. The result is that any evil creatures within the spell's area of effect take 1d4 points of damage per level of the caster, or half damage upon a successful saving throw versus spell. If the victims fail their saving throw, they are also blinded for 1 round. Okay, so this is an extremely useful spell. The thing is, if I were to have, or if you guys have, a good aligned party, this is just perfect, because it hurts all of your enemies while it does not touch any in your party. However, since we are all evil aligned, this will also hit our own characters. So it may still be useful, you just need to be extra careful when casting this. We also have Invisibility Purge, which is very helpful. Miscast Magic, it's great to take out a single caster, but it's not that good. We have Prayer, which is the same thing as Chant, Except I think it gives different bonus. Let me see. Prayer bestows favor on the priest and his allies and curses their enemies. All attacks, damage, and saving throws by friendly characters gain a +1 bonus, while enemy attacks, damage rolls, and saves get a -1 penalty. Any creatures within the area of effect, within the spell is cast, blah blah blah, this doesn't matter. Okay, so what does chant do? All the priests allied in the area of effect gain a +1 bonus to attack rolls, minimum damage rolls, and saving throws. Multiple chants are not cumulative. Okay, so it's kind of different. This one gives us a +1 bonus to attack and saving throw, so the same thing as prayer, but it also increases our minimum damage roll. So it's kind of like the same thing, but not the same thing. And I think they both stack. I think you can stack prayer with chant. So it's a nice thing to have if TX is taking chant. So what else we have? We have protection from fire, very important, but not something I'm going to take when I only have one. We have remove curse, remove paralysis, rigid thinking. Yeah, okay, so pretty much rigid thinking, what it does is it confuses a single person or mammal. We have strength of 1, which is actually not a bad spell. This is something that what it does is every party member within the area of effect are given a strength score of 18 and 75. So this is higher than any of my current strength scores, so it's actually a useful spell. But since we only have one spell to take on level 3, I don't think I'm going to take this. Now we also have Animate Dead, which in our level, it would summon a 3 hit dice skeleton warrior wielding a long sword, and then it improves based on the level of the caster. We can cause a disease on someone, but this is touch range. I do not want to do this, because it also depends, if I'm not mistaken, on the THAC0 of the person casting it. And since our clerics aren't very good at actually hitting people, I'm not gonna risk it with something like this. Circle of Bones creates a barrier of floating bones that spin rapidly around the caster, but the caster cannot move for the duration of the spell. What it does is anyone entering the path of the bones takes 1d6 crushing damage and 1d6 slashing damage per round. And this cannot be cast by good aligned characters, so it's something specific for evil aligned clerics. But not being able to move, no. Exaltation, what does this do? Touch, casting time of 9, Jesus. This spell enables a priest to aid and protect anyone being other than the priest. By touch, the caster removes the effects of fear, sleep, good, feeble-mindedness, unconsciousness, and intoxication, as well as berserk and confused states of mind. In addition, the recipient is protected against spells and other attacks that cause its effects for the duration of the spell. Okay, it's a good thing to have if you expect to fall under one of these afflictions. But again, since we only have one spell to take, I'm gonna take the most generically useful one, which is Holy Smite, because it's an AoE nuke on our enemies. For these, I'm gonna still take the same ones I have right now.
So be it.
So enough chit chat. Oh, I paused. Ooh. 3 black bears. I'm gonna try and not. He didn't see us, he did not see us. He did not see us. Okay, I'm marking this because it might be something I wish to go back to later on, because they give a fair bit of experience, as we've seen earlier.
Execute order 66.
But I'm certainly not gonna approach him without being protected from petrification. Okay, now I think I want to go... Is it right? No, definitely not right. So Durlag's Tower is something that came later on in Baldur's Gate 1 lifetime, I think. I think it's from Sword Coast Tales, I think it's the name of the actual expansion. But that's not what I want to go right now. I want to go, yeah, here. I want to go to Larswood. Jesus. Okay, the sound effect for removing... How did I manage to do this? By accident. The sound effect of the chant removal is quite loud. Now, there's something I want to do in this area. And hopefully... I will not mess it up. I think it's over here. Yeah, it should be over here.
Go pester
So
someone
we're gonna
else.
fight a bunch of gibberlings. Or gibberlings.
Steal, scum, the actual smitey.
So again, these are no danger for our party at this point, especially not for Kagan. As I think they can only hit Kagan with critical hits. And they're very easy to kill as well. Okay, and I'm gonna quick save. Because I don't want to mess this up. But if I do, I have a way to fall back.
It's about time you came through for me. I was beginning to wonder whether your incompetence was... Wait. This isn't right. You fool! I am not fully revived. I am diminished, damaged, and dangerously deteriorated. Why, I've even lost some of my perspicacity.
Okay, so this is Baeloth. And he's also an enhanced edition character. And in my opinion, it's the best of the enhanced edition characters. Both in flavor and voice acting, and also in usefulness. In fact, Baeloth is, in my opinion, broken as all hell. He is way too powerful for a party to pick him up early on. So I'm not actually gonna take him, because first of all I prefer Edwin, because this one is a sorcerer, so it would fit the same role as Edwin. I prefer Edwin's personality, and I think this is just way too broken. But let's talk to him.
Najib? Are you even listening? My most obedient servant, friend. Where are you? Surely you aren't going to leave me up here. Ah, you conniving cur! I will crack your realm wide open and drag you into this plane of... Oh. Hello. Well, this is awkward.
Who the hell are you?
How could I forget? Allow me to introduce myself. I am Baeloth Baratil, more commonly known as Baeloth the Entertainer. Yes, I know, that Baeloth. Fall to your knees and beg for mercy. I'm sure you know the drill.
The thing about that is, I left my knee pads back at home and, well, you know how these things go. Stay your hand a moment, Palpatine. Drow do not typically leave the Underdark of their own accord, and I do not wish to see one of my own kind slain without good reason.
Oh, I like this one.
Yeah, so he's also a Dark Elf, a Drow, same as Viconia. Check your tongue, male. Clearly you do not know what I consider to be good reason.
But of course, Slender One. Anything for a lady of such grace. What house did you say you were from again? Please, don't say Duerden.
So, a reference to Drizzt. House Duerden? The depths of their treachery cannot even begin to... Consider your hand unstayed, Palpatine.
Tough crowd. In any case, it seems that I am in a bit of a bind. I am unable to return to my home, and I am bare to the boundless barbarism of the surface world.
That's a shame. A nice guy like you mixed up in a situation like this.
You must be crawling with questions, but first, let me elucidate recent events. Perhaps many of your petty ponderances will be answered.
By the gods, man. If my eyes continue to roll at this speed, they'll begin to smoke.
My most recent project was a little something I called the Black Pits. I'm sure you've heard of it. Mortal pitted against mortal in a desperate bid to... Oh, it doesn't matter anymore.
So the Black Pits is actually something I never bothered to actually check, but it's something that comes in with the Enhanced Edition. And I think it's some kind of arena where you can just do fights against, I don't know, random enemies. And Baeloth is actually the person in charge of the Black Pits. Can't say that I have.
You must be out of the loop. It was a marvelous sight. The roaring crowd, my obedient Jinn slave keeping the prisoners in line, the sound of hammer crushing bone. Ah, such fond memories.
How did you get the Jinn in the first place?
A favor here, a clever spell there, a geese or two. It's not so hard.
And it worked out so well for you.
Things went quite swimmingly until some upstarts tricked me into facing them in battle. They cheated, of course.
Of course.
But I am nothing if not calculatingly cautious. And so I instructed that Jinn jerk Najim to grant me a final wish. That I be protected from death. Oh, he granted that one all right. As you can see, I live again. No demon-web pits for me. But I am bereft of my previous power. Forced to converse with a pack of mouth-breathing... Oh, I apologize. I'm beginning to ramble.
I've been called worst by better. In any case, I feel a request coming.
I am simply unaccustomed to dealing with your kind on less than crushingly advantageous terms.
I'll try to speak slowly and in reverent tones.
I do not make it a habit to beg others for aid, and I prefer to lend favors rather than request them.
Now I definitely feel a request coming.
Clearly, I still command some of my powers. Even in this diminished state, I must remain one of the top 5 spellcasters in all the realms. If someone were to offer me martial protection, I'm sure I could be of great help to whatever it is you're doing.
There it is. Fine, whatever. Welcome aboard. Excuse me if I shortle drow. I don't know what this means. I doubt you would rank within the top 5 spellcasters within your own bed.
And it's true. I'm shockingly popular with sorceress women.
Oh god. What? That quick wit will last you only so long, Dark One. If we elect to bring him with us, I shall see that I am rewarded handsomely for his head. You may be in the top 5, but TX is number 0.
So I could really come with you? How perspicacious of you. You won't regret this. Now then, I assume you'll want me in a leadership capacity?
Back of the line, drow.
Don't think you can intimidate me. Let us hope that you learn proper respect before my patience withers.
Uh-huh. Okay, so I'm actually taking him in, but I'm not actually taking him in. So I'm just doing this so I can remove him. And I want to meet... actually, I'm gonna remove TX for now. What?
Eh? What do you want?
They spawned over there?
With my usual command.
Okay. So, as usual, same with Viconia, and the same thing that happens with Dorn. Once you recruit... don't go over there. Once you recruit Baeloth, who is a drow, so a dark elf, your reputation also falls by 2 points. Okay, so first of all, let me do something with this guy. Your script is no. Oops. No. I don't want him going into the battle.
I don't want to talk.
Now, let's pick up the gold. And now, what did I want to say about Mr. Baeloth? Now, why is he broken?
But not because
He's
you
broken
told me.
because I'm picking him up while I'm a level 4 sorcerer. And this guy is a level 6 sorcerer as soon as you pick him up. So he's at 40,000 experience while we are at 13,000. Okay, so this, in my opinion, is broken. Now, as to his stats, this guy has 12 strength, 14 dexterity, 16 constitution, 19 intelligence, 12 wisdom, and 16 charisma. What the hell, man? Okay, this is way too much. He has magic resistance, which is innate to Dark Elf, so he has 50%, I believe it's 50. Let me check. No, 55 magic resistance, which is something... it's insanely powerful. Okay. And if we check his spells, this guy has... By the way, he has a ton of spells. A normal sorcerer cannot learn this amount of spells in his lifetime. In his lifetime. And this guy is level 6. He can already cast level 3 spells because obviously he's a level 6 sorcerer. He has haste, he has fireball. Just these two alone are gonna make your party insanely powerful this early on. So if you're looking to have a powerful party early on and you don't mind having a broken character in your midst, Baeloth is a really, really nice pickup. Now, the reason why I'm picking him up right now is the fact that he has Identify already memorized and he can cast 6 spells per day. So what I'm gonna do is TX is still here, so it doesn't go anywhere. What we're gonna do is take our items that need identification, put them all on Baeloth. I actually don't know what his lore value is, but it's actually possible that he can identify stuff without me actually having to use any spells. So let's see. Ah, no, he still has a poopy lore value. Even at 18, you can identify this stuff. God damn. Okay. So, there's a lot of stuff. First of all, I'm gonna quick save this. And I'm gonna start identifying things. So, what does this belt do? Destroyer of the Hills. Armor class +4 versus crushing attacks. This is a nice thing to have. And it's actually about time I actually give this to someone like a ranged character, while giving something that only touches you in melee to Kagan, who's going to be in the front line. So naturally I'm going to protect myself against missiles. Now, what else do we have? We have another belt, which is the Golden Girdle of Ernst. So again, armor class +3 versus slashing attacks. So same thing, this is melee range. So we're gonna give it to Shartil. I also want to identify these bracers. Woo. Which are braces of defense 7. So they set your base armor class to 7. Which to Palpatine means that my armor class will lower from 4 to 3. So I want to take it. And it also means I can give a boost to Edwin with my old bracers. Now, what else do I want to identify? How many more do I have? I have 3. So I'm going to identify this one, which is Varskona, which is a plus... I read this already. Not read, I told you. But we can see it here now. It has attack 0 bonus of +2. It has a damage bonus of +2 as well, on top of the 1d8 base. And it also deals an additional 1 point of cold damage. Okay, so this is the best longsword in the game, in my mind. Let's also identify these. These are a longsword +1, and this is also a longsword +1. Okay, so let's equip Shartil once again. Let's do something here with Palpatine. Okay, everyone else is nicely equipped. We have our stuff. I can leave this here. And now what we're gonna do is actually I'm gonna give this ring to Baeloth, because this ring doubles the amount of spells you can cast per day, level 1 spells, keep in mind. He also has this ring, Baratil's Burden, which what it does is he can cast 3 additional spells of 1st, 2nd, and 3rd level. Sorcerers only. I think, however, this is usable only by Baeloth. So even though it says sorcerers only, you could never take it away from him anyhow. He is equipping a +1 quarterstaff, which we are speedily gonna give to Edwin. And he also has a robe of the evil Archmage, or Archmagi. What it does is, it sets your armor class to 5, it gives you a bonus to saving throws of +1, and it gives you +5% magic resistance. So this is actually, I believe, the most powerful robe, and in effect, the most powerful armor that any mage can wear in Baldur's Gate 1. So this powerful mage robe offers protection from all forms of physical attack, while at the same time increasing one's magic resistance and saving throws. Due to the nature of its enchantment, it can only be worn by wizards of evil alignment. So obviously this is a robe of the evil Archmage. And look at that! Palpatine is evil. So at this point I don't even need the bracers anymore, because this one is setting our armor class to 5, while this set it to 7. And yeah, so we're currently already at 1 AC, which is a very nice AC for someone wearing a robe. So we can actually give these to Edwin, we can give these to Baeloth, or you can just sell them, of course. And this is gonna stay with me, okay. So now what we do is, quick save again, we're gonna rest. And now,
What do you want?
we have the ability to cast 12 spells per day. Okay, and this is because of our ring. So first of all, I'm gonna identify it. This ring is called Evermemory. What it does is it allows the wielder to memorize double the amount of 1st level wizard spells. So, there we go. Now, identify a Morning Star +1, a Club +1, Halberd +1, ooh, the Chesley Crusher +2. This halberd sets your attacks per round to 1. It gives us a bonus to tackle of +2. Ooh. And it gives us a +6 to damage. So this is actually a very, very nice halberd for when the person wielding it can only attack once per round. Okay, I think this is actually a very nice weapon for Kievan, the elf we found at Eye Edge that we didn't actually take. So here we also have a quarterstaff +1. We have Braj's two-handed sword +1. This is actually not the cursed one. Huh, cool. We have a Wakizashi +1. This is the mace we picked up a long time ago and we gave it to Viconia. This is the Stupefier +1. This is a Mace of Stunning. This mace isn't just sleek and elegant, it's stunning. With a shot to just the right spot, it can render a foe completely paralytic. Combat abilities. It has a 10% chance per hit of stunning a target for 1 round. Save versus spell negates. It also gives you a +1 bonus to tackle and a +2 bonus to damage. This is one of the, if not the best mace you can get in Baldur's Gate 1. Over here we have a small shield +1, a mage robe of fire resistance, and these I'm not gonna identify because I know these are arrows +1, or at most they would be +2, but I doubt it. The thing is, if you have these arrows identified and then you pick up other arrows just like these unidentified, they do not stack together, which is very annoying. So I'm just gonna leave these as they are. So let's give things back to their respective owners. Who doesn't have... I don't, okay. So this can be up to the ground. We both have a +1. I can give this to myself. Everything here is going to our highest strength character. Oh, we have exceeded the limit, so we're gonna give it to Kagan. Okay. Ah, I'm also gonna identify these things. So these are called the Brawling Hands, also known as the Gauntlets of Dexterity. This pair of gauntlets was likely developed in Karatur to aid masters of the martial arts. Legends speak of such masters from the Far East bringing these items with them on their journeys, though details remain sketchy. And as we've seen before, it just sets the wearer's dexterity to 18. And this, okay, we ran out of, of identifiers. But these aren't very important either. They're just Ring of the Princess +1. Okay, so we're gonna give our ring back to Mr. Palpatine. You don't need these, I'm just gonna sell them. And these are Speedily Stolen Slaves Salve. SSSS. When wholly consumed, this oddly murky potion appears to restore 9 hit points to the person. The effect is instantaneous and the potion is destroyed in the process. Okay, so just healing potions, pretty much. So now Baeloth is pretty much naked. Why? He can also use the ability from this ring, which is to create a random gem or damage the wearer once per day. Let's actually use this.
No one else you can bother?
Okay, damage it is. And now that he has identified our stuff, we can actually just kick him out of the party. Oh! I was not aware that he would turn hostile. Why are you turning hostile?
Eh? What do you want?
Oh, come on, man. Okay. Gonna do this quickly. Assuming I can actually save myself from ruining my relationship with Baeloth. Oh. Let's give him the gauntlets. I can cast 2 more, so what am I missing? I want to identify this. Ah, and this, of course. Okay, so quickly gonna do this again. Give it to Vaconia. Give it to Vaconia. Give this to Shartiel. These go to Kagan. This goes over here. She can take the heavy stuff. Edwin can take the swords. I can take the staff. This can be dropped. You can take the potions. She is too heavy, but Kagan can take this. Correct. Everything is as it should be. Let's try this again. So now, instead of kicking him out, I'm gonna try and speak to TX.
Who dares prod TX?
No!
TX hears you.
Okay, I got scared. As was foretold at the beginning of all, so the wayward, brainless children have returned to the bosom of their intended celestial nanny. What the? I, TX, welcome you back to the eternal glory, to your eternal glorious servitude. Oh my god. I care not for the ascension and even less about your foretold greatness. I need an extra body in the party, so pick up a pack and get moving. Your continuing delusion of leadership will serve TX well in the long run. Lead on for now, but eventually TX rules. Now, Mr. Baeloth, if you try and go hostile again...
Is there really no one else?
No.
Ah.
No, no,
Okay.
no, no! Don't leave me here
you moronic miscreant! Don't let me die at the hands of pale-skinned barbarians!
Okay, so this is what I was expecting when I tried to remove him from the party. But okay, so make your way to the friendly arm inn. It's not far, and if you hide outside the walls on the east side, you probably won't be discovered and killed. Probably. So off he goes. So if I ever need him again, I know where to find him. And with this, we have a lovely robe. We have our stuff identified. Yeah, we do. Everybody is fully equipped. Yeah, we have the belts. Okay, I think we're fine. We have the ring. Everything seems fine. Okay, so this took a little while. I was kind of afraid I was gonna have to kill Baeloth there. If I had to, I would, but I prefer to keep him alive. We got some nice new items. We got our stuff identified. We had a few fights. Vaconia leveled up. Everything is fine and dandy. So we are gonna continue our adventures in the next episode. So for now, I'm gonna do the typical save, just so I know where we are. So Palpatine 14. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you guys are still enjoying the series. If you have any thoughts about the game, about the episodes, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future uploads, feel free to subscribe to the channel, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe, everyone.